gearing up for first touch here with John McCloskey leading our refereeing crew, and we are underway. NC State, Notre Dame. So the Wolfpack, who've done well at home this year, 6-0, want to continue that stretch. The only home unbeaten team remaining in the ACC. Notre Dame, nationally ranked, having a nice stretch here with a big win in its last contest, 3-1 over Virginia. That's why they sit up top the Coastal Division here nearing the halfway point of league. Biggest strength of Notre Dame is right there, the keeper, Brian Dowd, reigning Defender of the Week in the ACC. 50th career start tonight for Dowd. Good pressure by the Irish. Now he'll stay here with Notre Dame. Testing this back line, you see Dylan Minchner, the Army transfer, who's inserted into the lineup the last 2 weeks. He's done a nice job. George Kiefer likes his effort and his tracking ability. I see Lawson Abbas there shielding off. Abbas, one of the inserted starters today for George Kiefer. One of 6 active coaches in the ACC with 200 wins. He's now nearing 205 tonight, helping with his man Lucas Hatsios getting the start. Had the tough matches, did NC State did against Louisville, but a nice bounce back effort against Gardner-Webb. And there's Kiefer in his 7th year. The hair is nice and flowing today, you know? No pomade, no gel. He's just a confident, happy guy. But he did sense the urgency of needing points tonight, needing a result against Notre Dame. Yeah, no, he'll definitely want to win tonight. You know, ACC wins are hard to come by, but with NC State's home form this season, they can definitely be confident coming into this game. Not only the wins, but the low goals against. In their last 5 matches, just 1 surrendered. Pulled off the big home win over Boston College to start the home slate just 2 weeks back. Oh, here's some heavy pressure. Notre Dame escapes the hilly pressure up top and sends one long. That was just past KK Baffa. And I think that's something that we will see quite a lot today. You know, NC State putting a bit of pressure on Notre Dame, but they won't be afraid to go long and land on those second balls. Good one touch through. And that ball, a bit too much weight on it. A goal kick for NC State. We noted Notre Dame sitting atop the table. Matt Rue with 6 of the 15 goals for the Irish this year. 3 assists for Baffer. He's been a nice contributor. He's a multi-year starter now for Coach Riley. Hilly does a nice job holding the ball, maintaining possession for NC State, as that one's deflected. And Ethan O'Brien making the spot start, the grad senior coming in. It's hard to tell on a telecast, but it smells like smoke with the Red Terrors launching some red and white smoke bombs to get this place rocking and rolling tonight. What a busy weekend here in Raleigh for soccer. Women's program last night hosted #1 UNC with nearly 4,000 on hand. The men's team yet to lose at home this year in 6 performances. Notre Dame wins the header with Josh Ramsey. A solid defense. Just 1 goal surrendered in the last 5 matches for Notre Dame. And that'll be to the P's of Chad Riley. 107 career wins, just notched that against Virginia. Started his rank at Dartmouth and then moved slightly across the country. 7 NCAA tournaments in his tenure between Dartmouth and Notre Dame. And of course the big run was the College Cup just 2 years ago. Ramsey a bit ambitious with that touch.
But you can see early on in this game how Notre Dame is setting up. And we mentioned Paddy Burns. He's just keeping the whip for Notre Dame. Looks like they're playing 3 at the back with Paddy Burns down that left side.
Burns preseason all ACC, making his 63rd start. That's a ton of experience.
Yeah.
Good touch there by Burns to evade the pressure. Here he is now with the ball. You see how quickly Notre Dame can shift horizontally across the pitch.
Yeah.
This one played long. Had it back into Ramsey. Working through space. Finds the layoff. And so far, NC State has absorbed that pressure and been able to get free of it.
Well, again, just one, 2 passes for Notre Dame at the back, and then they're more than comfortable just going long, trying to play in behind NC State. And we've seen that long diagonal switch a couple of times here earlier on as well. And
a heavy touch there from Daniel Russo. Not the star of Karate Kid, but the Daniel Russo of Notre Dame. He's senior forward out of Jackson, New Jersey.
But I think, going back to that last play, a couple of times Ramsey's gotten the ball. You can see what he's looking to do, either play a long ball down the line or that long diagonal switch to Russo.
Ramsey, an all-freshman standout 2 years ago. He's been a 3-year starter at Notre Dame. Maybe not the points or the scoring in previous years, but rather productive. That's something Chad Riley likes, how strong this defense has been. 12th in the country in goals against. That one's flicked back onto the keeper, Brian Dowd. Dowd pitched his 4th shutout last weekend against Virginia. The coaching staff loves his ability right here, playing it off the foot and putting it in the right spot. I may have jinxed him. That one shot in the sky by Paddy Burns. How do you explain the home-road contrast here for NC State? 6-0 at home, clearly some struggles, 0-4 on the road. It looks like 2 different clubs. Yeah,
honestly, it can be down to a lot of factors, but, confidence at home, you're comfortable, you're familiar with the pitch, you get that home atmosphere. And you mentioned the game last night for the women's program against UNC. There was 4,000 people here, and it's always a great atmosphere at this stadium.
Even back to last year's team, a winning record at home, 5-2-2 in the non-con. This season, a similar start. But you're right, it's one thing to win against a Wednesday opponent than to amp it up here in the ACC. Very patient possession here for Mitch Ferguson, the sophomore center back. As Haley applies pressure. Nicely won by Into. And Into the last to touch it. Into with his first goal against Clemson this year. He's now up to 10 career. He's that secondary finisher for Notre Dame. And we talk about these Derby rivalries of local teams separated by a few miles. He is from Derby, England, which I do love. Yeah. Anytime he can piece those things together. Throw in here for NC State. Big day on campus here at NC State. The women's volleyball program earned their first ever top 5 win, defeating Louisville just a few minutes ago. That was a big sigh of relief for the production team. They had to flip the equipment, get ready to rock and roll for a couple of big days. But glad to have you with us here on ACC Network Extra with Brad Sweeney. I'm Evan Budrovich. Both teams filling each other out in these first 10 minutes. And there's Reynolds Gym where it just happened about 30 minutes prior. Home of the ACC champions in women's basketball and in wrestling. Tremendous programs here on campus. Notre Notre Dame, who was as high as number 8 and an elite season in 2018. Matched that up in 21 with the run deep to the College Cup in an ACC regular season. Wow, what a strong kick out there from Plamana.
It's been good to see Plamana be a consistent presence for NC State this season.
Long ball knocked down. Baffer into some space. Baffer turns it wide.
And again, that's what Notre Dame are looking to do. You know, they're comfortable with those long balls and then landing on those second balls there, and you see Baffer in that 10 position.
There was an angle here for Baffer as well.
Yeah.
Good job by Michener to fill some space. So Lucas Hatsios, who returned from injury just 2 weeks back, he has been a nice presence for NC State. 8-7-4 career record. Held firm after that first goal conceded versus Gardner-Webb on Wednesday. And now a chase for the ball. Matthew Rue will earn the throw. Rue is 4th in the ACC in points. He's had a great year, 13 of them just in conference. Now an opportunity here for Kyle Jennebacher to chuck this all the way into the box. That is in the box. Headed in the middle. Opportunity deflected on the shot from Into. Corner for Notre Dame. This is a Notre Dame team picked 5th in the Coastal, and yet here they sit at the top of the table. Largely because of opportunistic scoring.
Number 11, Daniel
Rousseau. He deked out the defense. The backheel touch is intercepted. And then Ramsey gets it right, but Baffer gets it right back. Oh, nifty move, but it does not work for Rousseau. And who touched that last? Okay, it is Notre Dame. Notre Dame here really collapsing. All 10 for NC State back. You see Taylor and Hilly retreating and then moving back into their positions. Especially after conceding the 5 goals against Louisville. A much better defensive effort versus Gardner-Webb on Wednesday. Ramsey plays it middle. We have a slip. And that was a Notre Dame player falling to the turf, tripping up one of NC State's own. That's Lawson Abbas. And now we'll stop the clock for a moment. It's one of those unfortunate plays you just can't see coming if you're Lawson.
Again, coming from that long ball forward, but yeah, just a slip. Nothing more than that.
Now the athletic training staff comes out. And Lawson has worked his way back into the lineup this year, but a nice presence for NC State. And you think about some of the injuries the Wolfpack have had early in the year. It has certainly slowed some things down. Emil Thiragon, a great defender early in his tenure. Khalil with experience. Yuta Toya's had a nice season, but some players unavailable tonight, which does make it tough if you're Coach Kiefer.
Yeah, a variety of players as well. Kendall Edwards, you know, grad student, 40 career starts, but Yuta Toya, you know, first year at NC State, really, really excited, or was exciting to watch in his first couple of games. Hopefully he can get back fit soon for NC State.
See Coach Kiefer there watching on as Lawson heads to the bench for the moment.
And I think their back four has been impacted most. You know, Edwards and Thurgood starting centre-backs at the beginning of the season. Cleo down the right side, you can see he was out there as well. So that chopping and changing for NC State just due to those injuries.
Looks like Lawson will come back in after this first kick. Okay, so Hatsio sends it free back to 11v11. Scotty Taylor sends the ball forward, and a nice clearance there for Mitch Ferguson. Hit that in the 100-acre woods.
Yeah.
Maybe his friend Mr. Rue will go find it. Oh, you caught my Christopher Robin joke with Rue. There we go. I knew it was coming. It's got to be subtle, my friend. Alongside Brad Sweeney, former NC State soccer player, I'm the jokester of this broadcast, Evan Bugdrovich. Puns keep things interesting. Good deflection here. It's a nice run from Rue. He was waiting for it. Ooh. Oh my, Caleb Tommy. And we'll stop play again. Oh, right off the face too. Hope he's okay. That's a tough kid right there. Sophomore taking a beating on that one. Okay, good. It did deflect off his hand. That is great news.
I think he was protecting himself.
So watch this. Oh, he did deflect. Wow. Just the sound of the contact, I think, got us all wondering, but so good news, he can re-enter. And 15 minutes in, there have been a lot of athletic trainer moments, keeping his NC State staff busy. We noted some of the injuries and a foul here on the Wolfpack. Daniel Russo, who led this Notre Dame team in points and goals last year, compliments Matthew Rue. And now good pressure by Tommy. He does keep it in play. Middle, Hilly turns. Hilly plays it wide. So Notre Dame defense sinks in. And the counter could be one of NC State's best chances to create scoring tonight.
Yeah, it looks like it, just based on this, you know, the opening 15 minutes. It's predominantly been Notre Dame, you know, looking for those long balls, those long diagonal balls, balls in behind, and just landing on those second balls as well. But I think now, you know, NC State will look to settle in the game, connect a few more passes. But you're sitting there, that counter-attack, you know, Tommy's speed down that right-hand side could definitely be a weapon for NC State this game.
And then Hilly saw a wall of defenders and wisely shoveled it out. Here's a turn on the ball for Notre Dame. Into looks to turn inside, and he'll earn the corner. It was desperate defending there. Lost in the pass, had to make a play at it.
That's a good race there, and good defending by Bass. You know, just making that tackle there.
So Daniel Russo will send this in. 9 career assists for Russo. Back post, headed free by Taylor. And Notre Dame will keep possession. Scotty Taylor making his 68th career appearance tonight, the Duke transfer. Notre Dame in that 3-1 win. Rue and Lewis with first half goals. And then Into, the finisher, in the 74th. Notre Dame's largest margin of victory in the ACC, but relatively low scoring this year at 2-0-1. Here's some space for Bono. Baffer. That chip is headed away. Notre Dame, though, has been so quick to recollect and keep moving the ball back and forth. There's a long ball looking for Bono. Headed free. Smart there by Butte. Back to Bono. Gets at the edge of the box. Plays it back off an NC State defender. Moment here for O'Brien. Individual brilliance! And it's deflected. Lucas Hatsios keeps it 0-0.
Great save there. Great piece of skill here. Oh. And good effort. Did everything right, but it's just a great save.
Nice work there from Hatsios, his 15th save of the year, and maybe his biggest tonight.
Notre Dame are just so quick going forward.
Another corner, easily headed away by Hilly. Irish continuing to enter the 18. Good move. Another is deflected in a third corner of the match for the Irish. This could be a busy night for Lucas Hatsios, the Charlotte native. He is 4-2 this year, 1.6 goals against, right in the middle of the ACC rankings. Rousseau goes deep corner, easily headed away. Oh, Butte didn't see it. We have a tussle here. Play continues. O'Brien out wide. Good news, Tommy's noggin's okay. He hits that free.
NC State doing well to win the first one, but it's just those second and third ones, and I think that's where Notre Dame are just gaining a little bit of control.
For those who think soccer's the game for the faint of heart, we've had a couple of heavy collisions tonight with the ball. That time it hits Cisneros. So Burns trying to then one-time that back in the box and create a finishing moment. From the NCFC Academy right here in Raleigh, Cisneros. Jennebacher, this is promising. And a foul on Notre Dame reaching in Ferguson. How does NC State control more possession and limit these second and third chances?
They can, I think they're looking to do it, you know, stopping it at source, getting a little bit of pressure on Notre Dame higher up the field, but then Notre Dame are so comfortable with the playing the long balls, and then Ento's just, his hold-up play up top is just great. But I think NC State will just look to land on those second and third balls and then connect a few passes and find a little bit of space and hold the ball up in these positions.
Oh, here's a good turn. Hilly with numbers. He's chased down by Ramsey. Hilly on the hesitation, centers it in. Oh, flicked free by Ferguson with a dashing Santos heading back post.
Yeah, and going back to your last question, that's how you can do it as well. Just a hold-up play by Sky Taylor and Luke Hilly up top there. I think that's just crucial for NC State in gaining possession.
It was a beautiful ball in too. Might have been a
great ball
if it finds the head of Santos.
Yeah.
So Will Butte with an opportunity. Right in front of his home student section here at NC State. Butte the service, a low liner. That comes back out. An awkward touch, and NC State earns the throw. Notre Dame off a losing season in the ACC last year, 3-4-1. They're now off to a great start with 3 matches, no losses. And really because of its defense, 1 goal surrendered in the conference play. That was what made Syracuse such a tough out last year on its deep NCAA run. It's not the days of Virginia 2 years prior with one of the best scorers in the country. Oh, an easy shove there for Hilly. Not much to say there. We'll see how John McCloskey handles some of that physicality tonight. Only the 4th start of the year for O'Brien, more in that holding midfield role, but he's done a nice job keeping possession. Crisp header there from Burns, and a throw here for the Irish. Gamesmanship from the ball boy, just leaving it down, letting him chase after it. If it was an NC State ball, that'd be chucked right at him, but that's the home field advantage you talk about. Goes both ways, I imagine. Jennebacher finds the middle, and they'll retreat it back out to Ferguson. And here's a goal kick for NC State. Some big minutes for Gabby Velez, a player that George Kiefer's been really high on early in his tenure. Moved to the U.S. when he was 9 years old and has made an impact here for NC State. It's going to be hard tonight for Taylor and Hilly on an island up there looking to make turns.
Yeah, and even for Santos and Tommy as well on the wings. I think both of them have done a good job, you know, when they've had the opportunity to just hold up play, connect a couple passes, but
you'll be able to bring somebody's forward, no doubt.
Yeah, but I think they're going to be asked to do a lot on the over end of the field as well, defending, especially the way Notre Dame are pushing NC State back a little bit here early on.
Minutes in, one quality chance from Notre Dame. NC State with a couple of balls in the box, but no shots on target. As Notre Dame earns the throw. A team that's +9 in goal differential. Clearly defense part of that, but able to finish on the other side if you're Notre Dame. 15 this year. There's a nice long ball. Tommy comes back to defend it and eliminates the option there in Baffer. There's a moment of space for NC State, and then the late shove. That'll push down Plamana to the floor.
And then we just saw Tommy, you know, doing the defensive work. That's what he's going to have to do a lot tonight. We'll see Plamana just winning the free kick. And that's what they've got to do, you know, either win a couple of fouls or connect a couple of passes.
And with the way this lineup is set tonight, basically 2 forwards up top and 2 midfielders coming forward. How's that different than what we've seen in the past?
For NC State?
Correct.
Yeah. You know, usually in the past, having a player in that number 10 position helping out, you know, the 2 holding midfielders. But they can still do that a little bit with Scotty Taylor and Hilly, you know, but both natural number 9s. One of them will be asked to drop in that 10 position and just balance off each other there. But
and now a late whistle against Plamana. For a moment there, I thought advantage would play for NC State.
Yeah.
And then it turns directions. Let's watch this. So John McCloskey holds play on this foul. Yeah, a little bit of a shove there.
Yeah. I think the ref just had to think about it a little bit.
You see both Taylor and Helly coming up, looking to apply a little bit of pressure here on Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Push the lines forward if they can.
And Santos too.
O'Brien now controlling.
Yeah.
Burns quickly in, deflected. O'Brien, he can shoot from this distance. He does, and sends that one way out of play.
Yeah, poor effort there, but he's been playing really well so far in this first half. He's just getting on the ball, pulling the strings for Notre Dame, and again, that's what they're looking to do. Just get bodies forward, and before that, you saw the cross come in from Paddy Burns. You know, switching the field,
and force NC State to commit numbers more forward.
Yeah,
not sink in the 18. Great point.
But NC State, they've been defending well so far, but I think, you know, they'll be looking for a little bit more in possession going forward.
That has kept Luke Hatsios busy. 7 saves on Wednesday. A couple of critical stops in this first half.
They know what to expect from Notre Dame going forward, so it's just how to figure out how to break Notre Dame now down a little bit when they have the ball.
And Rick Santos now maintaining possession. Makes his 17th career start tonight. His presence in and out of the order this year, but more consistent the last 2-3 weeks in terms of minutes. That was a dangerous kick there on Hilly. As we near the 16-minute mark of this first half. Last 2 meetings decided by 1 goal. 1-0 in both those outings. Another throw here for Notre Dame. Now we have 2 entering for Notre Dame. You see Sebastian Green coming on, the Monterey, California native, the midfielder. And Nolan Spicer entering, the freshman midfielder from Bay Village, Ohio. By the way, Monterey, California, right near Pebble Beach Golf Course. An amazing place in Northern California. If you get a chance, take your fiance there.
Yeah.
Opportunities here for Notre Dame. Good holding play by Michener. In those 1v1 moments, NC State has held firm, especially around the 18.
Yeah, they're defending really well, especially like you said, in and around their box, dealing with crosses.
Michener, the Army transfer, getting the start tonight, and that was a tough touch there. Taylor couldn't control it.
Yeah. But again, it's just how did NC State, keep possession, create some opportunities of their own going forward.
There's a foul there on NC State. Santos with the push. An NC State club that's searching for its first ranked win since 2019. We'll watch this foul again. Into holds it. He has tremendous speed. Nice ball to Ramsey, who sees the all-conference defender Burns. He plays it forward. The flick to Green. Sebastian keeps it. Burns headed free by Abbas. Only conceding the throw there, not the corner. O'Brien, he's tried a couple from that distance. Yet to score a goal this year, but gets the start against Virginia, earns his second straight tonight. Burns is onside. And not a great finish there. Yeah, the passing here of Notre Dame has been impressive to watch.
Yeah, especially the long-range passing. I think Paddy Burns has found himself in good opportunities down that left-hand side, putting a few balls into the box.
1 goal, 1 assist for Burns, who will definitely come forward more often as that attacking defender. Notre Dame bringing in Matthew Radavoisa, my apologies, out of Ontario. And then also the big striker up top for the Irish coming in. And it's Michael Rossi, the junior forward. The whistle here. Looking for Tommy. Oh, and a handball there. Had an opportunity, just deflected in the wrong place.
But I think that's been the difference, you know, especially with his opening 35 minutes.
Hilly plays it wide. Maybe a moment here for Santos at NC State. Good flick on center. And cleared free. Ramsey shuffles it out for the corner.
Yeah, I was going to say that's been the difference. You know, Notre Dame's forwards holding up the ball. But here you can see the pressure from NC State, you know, creating a little bit of space and opportunity. I think Santos has done really well whenever he's gotten on the ball.
Well, here's one of NC State's best chances. Second corner of the night for Will Butte. Butte plays it back and headed free. Right back to Will. Good ball. Oh, nice header. Conceding the corner. But a smart play there for Matthew Rossi, making his 13th career start. He's a big dude, 6'4", right in the middle of the box.
Again, one back corner, taken by number 8, Will Butte.
In front of the Red Terrors, here's Will Butte sitting on 4 assists this career. Make it 5. He finds the first for NC State. Luke Hilly on the board. What a lovely ball to Hilly.
Yeah, no, great header. You know, great ball in, great header. He just finds himself a little bit of space. Yeah, great header.
He created the space and he had the goal.
Yeah. Running away from goal too, just directs it into that corner. Great ball, great finish.
So Luke Hilly continues his fantastic 7-goal season. And a nice time there from Mr. Butte. His 5th career assist, 2nd of the year. And there's a little bit of life from the NC State section all of a sudden. Giving the goalkeeper a tough time after conceding that first. Forster Ajago of Duke with 7, and there's Hilly right behind him, 1 goal short of the ACC lead. Now Wolfpack playing with possession. Santos. Tommy into some space. Tommy rips one. Oh, watch out. One goes all the way to the softball stadium.
And I think the momentum's completely shifted towards NC State in their favor. How that goal has changed.
That's where the set piece, especially when you're playing on the holding side of the defense all first half, it can always shift things. Only for Notre Dame. The 7th goal conceded. It's been a rarity. Wolfpack win the header. There's the big forward, Michael Rossi, and playing that number 9 role up top. Well, collision there. Notre Dame wins possession, but that goes out. What changes when you're a possession-oriented team and you're down a goal versus playing even?
Not much, really, especially this early on in the game. You know, there's still got a lot of time left in the game. And I think Notre Dame looked fairly comfortable up until that goal. But now the momentum's changed a little bit. NC State, you know, since that goal, looking a little bit more confident, connecting a couple of passes.
Rossi on the back foot. That one's blasted out.
Yeah.
What a nice slide tackle by Ramsey to save what could have been a counter.
He needed to make that tackle there with Tommy's speed.
Chad Riley has noted Ramsey is integral to the defensive shape of this unit. A team that has conceded the 12th fewest goals in the country until tonight. You had the one more from Hilly just 3 minutes prior.
And I think that was the first chance of the game for NC State. First clear-cut opportunity. I'm sure Notre Dame will be disappointed to concede from that free kick, but
especially given the amount of possession.
Yeah. But for NC State, they'll be delighted, especially the way they defended, and you know, when they get that opportunity, they're taking it. And hopefully that can help them grow into the game.
Notre Dame with some space. That's quickly silenced by Butte. Taylor on the hustle play. Hilly with a deflection. He gets tripped. And a foul here. That's could be a card as well. We have a whistle.
Yeah.
Our lead referee, Josh McCloskey, clearing things up. Checking on Hilly. And it is a yellow card.
Yellow card assessed to the Fighting Irish, number 13.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
In the not-so-friendly regions.
But again, since the goal, NC State just growing in confidence, landing on those second balls, winning those kind of battles.
Hilly with that goal, notched his 15th career, rising up the NC State ranks. Of course, the 7 this year, the big number. Cisneros. Hilly with a touch. Oh, nice header one, Tommy. And the corner earned. Scotty Taylor sent it in. It's been in brief moments, but this pack offense starting to click.
And Hilly, we didn't see much of him until the goal, but he's came alive these past couple of minutes. And again, corner kick from the same side.
Will Butte will center this again, fresh off the assist. Butte one more time. That's free. Santos shoots. Oh, just wide. Would have been a magnifico finish there from Santos. Oh, not by much.
Yeah, great effort.
This angle will really show you. Ooh. Must make you shake in your bones if you're a keeper, especially for a quality one like Brian Dowd. The tallest man on the pitch, Rossi, turns. Abbas has to commit. And the slide tackle there to clear it. Mitchner saved the shot opportunity. You're right, because you're taking one chance there on the slide tackle, and it's probably a goal if not.
Yeah, great tackle. But look how much that tackle means to them. But NC State are just looking like they're enjoying defending. And it's interesting to see that the coaching staff haven't made any changes for NC State. They must feel they're comfortable with this 11, comfortable with this first half. You know, and they've defended really well. And this past 10, 15 minutes since the goal, they've came alive a little bit, created a couple of chances going forward.
Now working with the 1-goal lead as well. This changed the mindset a bit here for NC State.
And it's just crazy to see how the momentum changed from that goal, from Hilly's header.
Tommy. Dribbled that a bit strong. And now he's fighting for space. That's a foul. Pulling on the back of Wyatt Lewis. Hate to break it to the Red Terrors, but that was a foul. There's a promising long ball. Abbas has to fight that one free, and I believe a corner now for Notre Dame. Yes, it is, as we tick towards 4 minutes. 10 combined corners now in this first half.
Yep, set piece is going to be a big factor. Not only in the second half, but these last 4 minutes, I think we'll see a few set pieces.
Nolan Spicer. Middle. Oh, nice header won by NC State. But you mentioned it, those second and third balls.
Yeah. And since the goal, since they went 1-0 up, they've been landing on those second balls.
Hatsio's able to knock that down. More importantly, keep possession here for NC State. Fresh off a 7-save performance. He's been tested a bit tonight. While just 1 save on that clinical chance from O'Brien, he's been excellent. Because no keeper wants to lead the country in saves. That means you're getting peppered.
Yeah. But it's comforting for the outfield players to know, you know, if you get beat, your keeper's there to help you out. But goalkeepers, they love doing what
they love chaos.
Yeah, they enjoy their job.
Filling the role of Leon Kraft, who started 70+ matches here 2 years prior. Hatsio's rocking a nice beard too. No Shave November's coming up in a month. Keep that thing going. Nice effort during the throw. Luke Kelly's such a problem when he's 1v1. During the final 2 minutes of this first half, the lone goal from Hilly at the final 11 minutes. The nice set piece from Butte. Rossi able to maintain possession here for Notre Dame, who concede their only second ACC goal. Earned a big draw at Carolina. Nice win over Virginia. And then battled with Clemson in a back-and-forth game. Hilly searching for Taylor. Now Scotty Taylor's on a string right there, running back and forth between the interchanging passing of Notre Dame. That'll test your fitness. Good long ball for Burns, but a bit short. Hilly, strong there. As a player, how hard are those to connect? When you're trying those one touches with players on the run. What makes that difficult?
I think just recognizing, you know, when you need to play one touch or when you can take a touch. When the ball's passed into you quite firmly, you know, you might need to take a touch. And I think Hilly, if he had that back, he'll look to take a touch.
Spicer slipped on the ball. NC State will give possession right back. So that one gets blasted away in the final 40 seconds. Not sure if we'll see much of anything else here before halftime. Coming up at the half, we'll check the standings in the conference. Some highlights from that first goal from Luke Hilly and Give you thoughts on the second half coming up with number 15 Notre Dame down a goal here at halftime.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Tommy against the clock with 5. He cannot beat his defender in Ramsey. And that will end the first 45 minutes. Brad, your final thoughts on the first half?
I think if you're NC State, you're really pleased with that performance. You know, the first 30 minutes, but it definitely gets up and down.
And with that, we begin the second half. Notre Dame with Rue back up top. 6 goals this year, right up there with Hilly among the best in the ACC. 2 shy of the league's best of 8. Roberto Ordonez of Cal State Fullerton has 9 goals, the nation's best, as we hit the final month of the regular season. This is played back middle. Chance here for O'Brien. That pass is deflected and will actually be kept in play. Nice job by Hatsios. NC State club in conference. They've defended the home turf well, beat Boston College. Did lose at Virginia and at Louisville, but a chance to earn points tonight. Into plays it out wide. Baffer tried to feed Into forward, couldn't connect. And Hilly is tripped. NC State will remain at home, big week. Wake Forest coming up, then American in the non-conference as we stop play for a moment. As a player coming out of this break, what are these first 5-10 minutes like as you're feeling out and adjusting to a team in the second half?
They're important. You know, the last thing you want to do is concede in the first 5 minutes, but, you know, it's so good when you score in the first 5 minutes of the half.
Santos goes for it, right at the feet of O'Dowd. Reigning Defensive Player of the Week, Brian Dowd. Not much he could have done on the first goal for NC State. Plamana turns. You hear the defenders of Notre Dame asking some of their midfielders to keep playing through some contact. It has been a bit physical, not overly though. Baffer on the turn. Nice touch middle. Rue out wide. Russo 1v1. Russo cuts back and there's no space. Individual brilliance is tough. The way NC State's collapsed its defense tonight.
Yeah, they've defended so well. Everyone's helping out. You see there, Plamano was just helping out Velez there. Just covering him on that left side. Baffer, the all-freshman team standout last year for Notre Dame. Just get in the middle and draws a tic-tac foul here. Chad Riley's unit last played a week prior against Virginia. It's been a minute before their return. Fresh legs. Chip on. Goalkeeper forward, and Notre Dame ties it. What a creative finish by Matthew Rue. That's his 7th. I'm not sure if that was a pass or a shot, and then it led to an opportunity here.
It was awkward as he got shoved on the shot and yet created the chance out of it with his right foot.
I mean, we talked about the creativeness from Notre Dame, looking to be a little bit more creative this second half, and we just saw that from Baffer. But I think NC State will just be a little bit disappointed with that goal. You know, lack of communication maybe. You know, you just want someone there to take ownership, just to deal with the ball, whether it's a goalkeeper coming out all that way or just Velez getting a touch on it, heading it away. Just someone come and take ownership of that.
Knocked us back even at 1 apiece. Notre Dame was 0-1-1 when trailing at the half this year. Now we're back even 5 minutes in. Baffer rises. Good job knocking that down from Santos. But more pressure here from Notre Dame. Chip forward. A turn on target. Oh, Boss took that one in the stomach on a shot from Russo. I see NC State committed defensively, facing a ton of pressure.
Yeah, Notre Dame just came out so fast, so intense the second half. Just putting NC State under pressure everywhere.
That went out.
But now if you're NC State, you're just looking for someone to look after the ball, hold the ball up if it's played up top, connect a couple of passes. But credit to Notre Dame, they've came out this second half firing.
And while that goal was an awkward finish, it was set up by a couple of nice passes on the outside.
Yeah.
Then weaving it back in. As Lawson to baskets checked on by his teammate. Now the trainer comes out. Been a busy night for Adam. Adam Weshy, the lead trainer. He says he's okay. See George Kiefer there. It's been down this road before with injuries. We noted in the first half. 4 to 5 key contributors have been out via injury.
Especially to that back four, you see. You know, that's a whole back four lineup there with Cam Murray, Cleo, Fairguard, and Kendall Edwards all out injured.
And another defender here, Abbas, coming out, at least for the moment. See if NC State elects to re-enter him, or okay, they will. Never a fun place. Had the wind knocked out of him for a second. And a throw here for Notre Dame. Promising ball in, and a chance there for Into, but NC State shields him off. Constant pressure there from Into up top. Buffer. Will Butte sliding back in for help. Looking for Taylor on the long ball. Taylor tussling, and Ramsey comes out with it. Lawson into traffic. Butte escapes wonderfully. Oh, good passing here from NC State.
Yeah, that's what they need when they're dealing with a little bit of pressure.
And Notre Dame has ramped up the pressure. A goal 4 minutes into the second half to tie it from Rue. Ball in now for Russo. He shoots and was brought down from behind, but that misses wide.
I think NC State just got to be a little bit careful where they're keeping the ball. You know, they need to connect a couple passes, but just putting someone in a bad situation there and forcing a turnover, Notre Dame will just pounce on it like they just did there.
Another injury. That's Lucimi Plamana. He gets helped back up. He's been a multi-year starter now, 2 years largely on the back line. Kind of hobbling his way back into form here. Malabas gives it away. Russo plays it forward. Chance here. And the goalkeeper tested on the shot from Rue.
And again, if you just turn the ball over like that, just give it right to Notre Dame, they'll quickly pounce on it.
Opportunistic Notre Dame in the second half. Now State with Hilly. Hilly's goal. 11 minutes remaining in the first. That's been it. Velez into some space. Oh, Plamana swings that all the way back. Tommy, nice back heel. And the all-conference defender Burns is ready for it.
And if you are NC State, this is where you want to keep the ball now, keep possession, pin Notre Dame back a little bit.
Back in the box, Tommy whiffed on it. That goal for NC State in the first half, the first in 3 meetings against Notre Dame. It had been 1-0, 1-0 in the previous 2. Tonight reignites that series. Only the 6th matchup. Here comes Burns coming forward from his defensive position. O'Brien.
And this is what Notre Dame are able to do so well. You know, break a little bit of pressure from NC State when they're pressing hard, but just pin them back. You know, break that pressure, pin them back, keep the possession in NC State's half.
And switch the field so quickly as well.
Yeah, their whole back three and even the 2 holding midfielders are just so comfortable on the ball. You know, just getting it, keeping it moving. And then when it does go forward, their front players are just so good at holding the ball up. Just connecting passes with each other.
A turnover here to Taylor. Tommy with numbers to counter. He's looking for help, and he'll have to retreat. Ten minutes into this second half, and both teams with some moments. The biggest being Notre Dame with Mr. Matthew Rue to tie it up. Taylor comes underneath it. Butte, the long ball. Velez testing every inch of grass here, and a nice deflection from Jennebacher. Chip in, right at the foot of Ferguson. And what could have been a handball, instead not. Incidental play continues. Oh, Velez was onside. Velez gets the chip and the corner for NC State. As Junior Nare will enter here for NC State, good goal scorer. And of Johannesburg, we noted the International Student Night. He was featured at halftime in a little video. 3 goals this year for Junior. He'll give Tommy the breather. Butte will look to find that red headband of Junior Nare. Butte on the delivery. Headed away by Notre Dame. Good rise by Jennebacher and the throw. Well, here NC State's been able to ask your questions of maintaining possession and putting a little more pressure on Notre Dame.
Yeah, they've had a good spell this past couple of minutes.
Hilly flicks it back towards midfield. Possession maintained. Plamana chipped off the body of O'Brien. And despite the whispering groans of a possible handball, play continues. Nice touch here on the counter. Oh, a lot of space for the charging Burns. Patty sends it in. Headed free. Right back to O'Brien.
Yeah, great play again from Notre Dame. Just able to, again, go forward with the ball, connect a couple passes, and then find the space. And Paddy Burns is wide open down that left-hand side.
And it's been up to Michener a ton tonight to clear out those shots in, those passes in, trying to create opportunities. Bono handles the pressure. Oh, what a nice touch. Baffer entering the 18, plays it forward. Into a shot deflected. Play continues. Into dribbling through. No whistle.
Good defending again by Michener.
There were some feisty moments in that box. And the way the first goal was scored for Notre Dame, you just never know what type of touch can play forward.
But their movement of their forward players, whether it's Baffer on the ball now, he's finding himself in quite a few good positions.
Baffer sprawling for it.
But he's able to link up with Eneto up top, and then Russo.
Rue on the find. O'Brien. He shoots at Hatsios. Second chance cleared. And now advantage. Play continues. What a nice stop for NC State. Santos tracked down. Taylor. Scotty Taylor 1v1. Outside to Hilly. Back to Butte. He has the assist tonight. Looks for two. Headed free. That was a smart run by Burns to cover that open space. And Notre Dame quickly passes out of trouble. And yet, despite all the possession for Notre Dame tonight, we're level at 1. Watching Notre Dame pass is like watching Scott Hansen on the NFL Red Zone, ping from game to game and give you live updates. It is precision. Here's the final 3 hours of football tonight. Notre Dame equalizes 5 minutes into the second. Notre Dame keeps possession. O'Brien here has a body forward to Jennebacher. Rue with the goal tonight. Back to O'Brien. Oh, good interception there. Otherwise, Velez has to watch a promising chance get past him.
But again, Notre Dame just able to just pin NC State right back. You know, you got all 11 players right now in Notre Dame's final third.
Everybody for NC State back in that scoring position. Jennebacher chucks it deep. Velez knocks it down. Shot on, deflected. Abbas able to get a foot on it. Baffer, 1v1. Baffer gets inside, chipped by Velez. And that back heel concedes the corner. It's the 6th corner tonight for Notre Dame.
Baffer's been really impressive anytime he's touched the ball tonight.
the Connecticut Gatorade Player of the Year just last season. Sends one in. Middle. Headed wide. Good look there with Russo. Even Rue was right on it. Let's give you a sense of how we got into this 1-1 score tonight. First and foremost, the set piece for NC State.
Yeah, great header by Hilly. Just directing it, guiding it into that far corner. From the ball in by Butte.
That was his 7th. And then Rue counters with this goal in the second half.
Yeah, great ball in. And
the more I watch this, awkward touch. He was getting shoved to the left, flicked it on the right.
You know, he just took control. You know, he wanted it. He got on the end of it. He finished it.
So Rue with his 7th as well. 2 high-quality scorers in this one. As we tick under 28 minutes. Notre Dame right now in first in the the Coastal Division. NC State right in the middle of the Atlantic. And as we hit the final month here in October, points are always precious. Bass's pass is tipped off the body of O'Brien there. How can NC State utilize Junior Nah right now that he's subbed in the second half?
I think just finding him in a little bit of space. You know, you've seen him a few times this season. I think he scored 3 goals this season, but 2 of them have been right on the edge of the box. So I think if you find him in a pocket of space, similar to the spaces and areas Baffer's finding himself in Notre Dame's final third.
Just subbed in for NC State. He was battling with Baffer there. Now Cruz sprinting. A fight for possession. Who touched that? It is a goal kick. Irvin Cruz at a Nightdale nearby product. Last to touch it. And for Notre Dame, the big target, Michael Rossi, re-enters. He'll give Into the breather here with 26 minutes remaining. There's a long ball looking for the tall man. 6'4", turning on it. Opportunity, and the PK. That's exactly why Rossi checked in. He earns it.
And at first look, it looks like, you know, it's the right call. Rossi just using his body, holding up the play. Great little touch as well.
And that leg swings out.
Yeah, great touch here. And there's a little bit of a kick out by Abbas.
6'5", 225, hitting the turf hard. And an opportunity for Russo. Okay, this play is under review.
But again, similar to Notre Dame's first goal, you know, you just want, if you're NC State, you just want someone to take a little bit of ownership there. You know, Velez is letting the ball bounce. You know, could he just deal with this ball first time without letting it bounce? Can he come on and head that ball away? You know, Ross is great touch. Great
Once
little,
that reach comes out, it's
great. It's a great little bit of skill by Rossi.
Here's the final ruling from John McCloskey. Okay, the penalty is confirmed. Much to the dismay of this home crowd here at NC State. And instead it'll be Patty Burns, the senior captain, who sits on 9 career goals. What a moment for Luke Hatsios, facing one of the best in the ACC, Patty Burns. A penalty for Notre Dame. That Burns buries. It's 2-1, Fighting Irish.
Good penalty, just sending Hatsios the wrong way, but finding that corner.
Not much you can do there if you're Hatsios.
Yeah.
And here's Notre Dame with back-to-back goals. So Notre Dame 2 for 2 this year in penalties. See some substitutions as O'Brien exits. Baffer will take a breather. Expect to see those two back. And how about the sub of Michael Rossi coming and earning that penalty? Here's a long ball for Irvin Cruz. Oh, and Cruz wins it. Cruz centers. Wanted the streaking Wolfpack player, couldn't find him. That was Jeremiah Luoma. This one is deep into the night here on the 1st of October. Some trouble there for Cisneros. And a throw for NC State. Now the Wolfpack need to be on the attacking foot. 25 minutes remaining. NC State earned the throw there. Hatsios against some pressure, plays into space. Oh, good save. Velez gets it forward. Here's Nare. Gets a deflection. And Ferguson. Plamana. Numbers forward now for State. Hilly. Deflected by Burns. Look at Cruz on an island over there. And Cruz earns the corner. Nice play.
Yeah, good job by Cruz. You know, a way NC State can get back into this game is just set pieces. You know, just like the first goal they scored in the first half.
George Kiefer's noted in a street fight, he'd take Irvin Cruz over anyone on the NC State roster. He had to tussle for that opportunity. Now we have a stoppage of play here. John McCloskey clearing some things up before this corner. Already one goal tonight on set pieces for NC State in front of these Red Terrors. Opportunity. Headed away. Butte will play it back through pressure. 2 saves tonight for Notre Dame's Brian Dowd, the reigning ACC defender. Good flick on. Turning. Oh, a centering ball. Lamona couldn't get to it. And now Abbas has to quickly keep it in. Continue this pressure here for NC State. You could tell Luoma was right between the left and the right. He didn't really know how to put anything on that. By the way, that goal for NC State on the corner was the first set-piece goal allowed by Notre Dame all year. Made it 1-0. Irish come back with 2 in the second. Put in the penalty kick. That's the real difference. Because of this man right here drawing the foul on Michael Rossi. Rossi lost his shin guard. The lead referee threw it to him. Rossi with pressure, wins it. Rossi forward. Russo out wide, body still down behind the play. Russo looks to get inside, and Velez concedes the corner.
Yeah, Ross is just causing NC State, their centre backs, a few problems. And they're just good 1v1 defending there by Velez. But it's Ross's presence up top just causing all sorts of problems for NC State.
Rossi right in the middle here as Russo fires in. Rossi almost won it, and Nare clears. It's like a 6'5" missile heading into the center of the box. Back onside. Oh, wow, another corner earned for Notre Dame. That was a smart play by Russo to come forward. Knowing Rossi was offside, he was still on and could make a play of that with Velez. And we'll stop the clock for a second.
June, one short. Copy.
5 yards corner kicking technique again on number 11, Daniel Lewis.
So it's Plamana's job to go step for step with the 6'5" Michael Rossi in the box. Corner kicks mounting for Notre Dame. Here's number 9. Make it 10. Notre Dame has scored twice this year on the corner. And Plamana fighting 6-7 inches here guarding Michael Rossi. Another high one, back post, headed out. And this one shot long from Wyatt Lewis. Good news, our camera op is okay. The scaffolding is fine. Watch this. Do you ever want to work in TV production? That's where you get tested. Credit to all of our camera ops, including Justin Allen, who's up there right now. Hatsios had to think about it. He plays it. So we hit the 20-minute mark of the second half. With Brad Sweeney, I'm Evan Budrovich. Notre Dame with 2 second-half goals to create some space. Junior Nare, who subbed in, he's been creative on the ball. And a clear whistle there, a push from Notre Dame. State quickly running on it. Nice turn here.
Touch.
Luoma, not much there. Long ball Butte, and that goes out. Velez could not save it. Those are the hardest balls to tell if they're in or out. I guess if you draw a line straight up in the air, if the whole ball is out.
Yeah, when they're right up in the air.
Release of pressure there from Michener. Header conceded there by Ferguson. NC State fresh off a 3-1 win. They will need some goals here late to preserve a 6-0 homestand. We have a whistle with Rossi down. Looks like the hamstring. Chad Riley will make a couple of subs here. Looks like Rossi will exit. So KK Baffer will re-enter the Southport, Connecticut product. Notre Dame gears up for Duke at home next weekend, and then a non-conference matchup the previous midweek, or the next midweek. Rossi, of course, so crucial in drawing that penalty, and you see Coach Riley there, appreciative of his efforts. This night might be over. So clock will start on whistle here. 18 minutes remaining. Long ball. One in the air by Notre Dame. They've won a ton of those tonight. Butte. Ooh, Hilly. Nice touch. Luoma 1v1 with Ramsey. Luoma gets the corner. Chips one in. Did that go out of play? It did not, said the line judge. Instead, possession Notre Dame. Does this stay in? That's the question. It would sure seem so.
But I think Luoma came on, and he's causing, you know, a little bit of issues for
His speed
Notre Dame.
has been a factor too. Quick on the ball. You see him here with the golden locks, trying to maintain possession. Now imagine trying to dye those locks every like 2 to 3 weeks. It's a great head of hair. He might be in the next Just for Men commercial.
But he's a different type of profile to Scotty Taylor and Luke Hilly.
Georgia Southern transfer.
No, he offers NC State something a little bit different up top.
Good pressure from Nare. Hilly's still in. Taylor has been subbed out, like you noted. Here's Notre Dame with space. Green outside. Back middle. This is chipped. And a last-ditch effort there from Irvin Cruz to come sprinting in. And now the clock management starts to tick in.
Yeah, if you're Notre Dame, you're just looking to see out the game. If you're NC State, you just want to speed things up a little bit, get a little bit of urgency, try and
create some moments.
Yeah.
NC State has not lost on this pitch all year. That'll be tested in the next 15 minutes. Long ball, Ferguson. He wants Baffer, and he gets the throw.
But even those long balls for Notre Dame, I think Ferguson's been hitting them all night. But, you know, in 15 minutes left, you're playing that ball, just forcing NC State backwards. And now you got to throw in, you know, NC State's half, and you're able to keep the ball and just pin NC State back. And again, you're just seeing
good switch
the long
play
ball
here.
Yeah.
You're right, takes every valuable minute as Nare comes over on the double, but then clears it right back to Notre Dame. See the Wolfpack coaches begging their players to come forward, push the lines up. On the ball, Rue. Now out wide, and a foul. NC State with a costly one there from, I believe, Plamana. Yes, it is.
He gets a ball, but he kind of goes in with 2 feet.
It's shoulder and ball as well. So Russo.
He did get the ball, but it just looked a little bit awkward.
NC State starts to form its wall. This will be a big test for Hatsios to keep this a 1-goal difference. A moment here for Russo. Pfeffer's right next to him. Russo off the wall. And a corner here for Notre Dame as the clock continues to tick. Smart job to swing the hips out if you're NC State. Mitchner. Pfeffer. Front post. High jump there from NC State to win it. Second chance deflected. O'Brien let it rip. Third ball, chip free. And Nare loses possession. Boy, Notre Dame has been so good on winning those second and third balls and keeping possession. NC State waiting fresh legs, but they can't get the stoppage just yet. Green centers, tackle, fair play. Nare out to support Plamana. An NC State player still down at the moment. And now the whistle. That's a boss one more time.
Yeah, it looked like he just took a late hit. Doesn't seem too happy with it.
Oh, a late foot in on that tackle.
I don't think there's any intent to it. It's just lunging to try and get the ball.
Yeah, both going for it there. It does look dangerous there on the slide. I think that's what Lawson is arguing. As the trainer comes out for the 6th time tonight. Been a busy night for Adam Wessey. Any thoughts on a possible card there, Mr. Referee Brad Sweeney?
I mean, you can understand why Abbas is frustrated. You know, definitely got caught late, and Russo was lunging, you know, sliding for it, studs up. You know, I don't think there's any intent to it. It's just, you know, it's a difficult one. You know, he's just looking to get on the end of the ball.
As they're both playing simultaneously in that space.
I mean, he does catch him late with studs up. You can see him, you know, you can see the foul being given, you know, and a potential card.
You see 3 NC State players ready to come in at next moment, next whistle. Right now, the Notre Dame, they want to milk every second of clock and earn a 3rd ACC win. The Irish have overcome the 1-goal deficit to their credit. Ferguson's delivered big balls all night.
All night, he's just been looking, whether it's to the left side or to the right side. Ferguson's just been spraying it.
Russo, back heel to Green. The re-entrance. The interplay of Notre Dame has been lovely. There's a collision, and NC State gets possession and a chance to re-enter some subs. You see Scott Taylor, one of the attacking presence coming in. Caleb Tommy as well. And Scott Taylor. Junior Nare will exit. You see Enrique Santos. So this is a big push here with 11:40 and counting. And Caden Tolentino, the Pinehurst native, also getting his first minutes. Also for Notre Dame, Into just re-entered. And that clock continues to tick as we inch closer, 11 minutes. That one blasted clear. A chase here for Ramsey. And he'll earn the throw. One more substitute for Notre Dame. So Bryce Bono comes in. Get a big goal against Clemson in that 3-2 win. It was a comeback effort, just like we've seen tonight. Ferguson shoots that back in. Turn on the ball for Rue. Searching for Into. And Abbas finding his keeper at the last moment. Notre Dame's making it so difficult for NC State. Now that type of clearance doesn't help, but getting any type of possession here with 10 minutes.
Yeah, they're just struggling to get a hold of the ball. You know, even with clearances, it just seems like, you know, Scotty Taylor, Luoma, Ukili just on an island up top.
Taylor wins it. A chance here for NC State. Taylor. Oh, a bit hard. And a big whistle here. Let's see. Could a card be coming? And there it is.
See, I'm not too sure what was different to that than the tackle inside the box
Great
on
question.
Abbas.
Or does this set the tone for future cards on hard tackles?
I mean, there's no doubt that this one was late. You know, collision.
Irvin Cruz there for NC State.
Yellow card awarded to number 2, ACC State.
Notre Dame maintaining the lead and a large chunk of possession. Will Butte with a flick, but that goes the wrong way to Baffer. NC State in the midst of a critical stretch of ACC play. With Wake Forest, Notre Dame, Duke coming up, they need points. And now with 9 minutes to go, chasing a goal and chasing possession. Santos wins it. And the Wolfpack, though, consistently piece together passes. Nice job, Velez coming forward. And flicks that in the wrong direction. Look at Into with speed. Into penetrates. He trips. There was no contact there, but does earn the corner as valuable time ticks. And you see there, Baffer looking at the clock. He's very aware of these last 8 minutes. Baffer plays it in. Actually double doinked off of Abbas. The double comes. The relief is there. Chip is on. A strong run from Burns, but he couldn't get to it. Baffer on the turn, 1v1 with Tommy. Now we tick under 7.5 minutes to go. Wow, what a second half here for Notre Dame, controlling possession.
We saw it straight away as soon as it came out for the second half, how Lou was going to play. And you'd argue they played like this for the first 30 minutes until NC State got the first goal. And they had a little bit of momentum, but
Spicer lays it off. There's Jennebacher turning, centering. That's the third for Notre Dame. What a chip on. And this one's on ice now. Eno Into makes it 3-1.
Just clinical. You know, Notre Dame just controlled the second half. Been so creative. Yeah.
That was a good job finding space, too, for Into.
Yeah. Just a couple of yards, good finish.
That's Jennebacher's 6th career assist. And he finds Into. And now has double-figure goals at Notre Dame. That's tough on Hatsios. He's played so well all night.
Yeah, but the way Notre Dame have played this second half, you know, they've deserved this performance in this second half.
Now it's 2 goals to chase if you're NC State, needing possession for sure, and that goes right back to Into.
And it just shows you the depth Notre Dame have got, whether it's Ento, you know, Russo, Rue, whoever's playing up top, they're all, you know, contributing, they're all creating chances.
Biggest play of the match, of course, is Rossi getting tripped in the box.
Yeah.
About 20 minutes prior, earning the PK. And now Wyatt Lewis re-enters for Notre Dame, a sophomore midfielder.
Notre Dame have just been so dominant all throughout the pitch. You know, the back 3, the midfield 2, forward players, everyone, they've just been so dominant.
Deflected to Lewis. Notre Dame's on the verge of picking up a 3rd ACC win with a huge matchup coming up against Duke in a few days. Baffer inching into space. And this is a masterclass in keep away here from Notre Dame.
Yeah, NC State just pinned back, they can't get out.
That'll go oh, that was the foul from earlier with advantage playing. Josh Ramsey in his 50th career start tonight, really anchoring this defense for Notre Dame. We noted the skill of Burns, but he's right up there with them. What do you take away from this match if you're NC State gearing up for more conference play in the next week?
You know, it's a tough one to take, especially their last ACC match against Louisville. You know, the first half, they looked organised, they looked comfortable defending, you know, created that little chance. They got the goal, but apart from, you know, the 15-minute spell at the end of the first half, Notre Dame just being completely dominant.
NC State will welcome one of the tops in the table, Wake Forest, on Friday night before getting the weekend off.
And it's tough for NC State because they are without, you know, so many key players. They've got so many injuries. But Notre Dame, they've just been ruthless, you know, especially in that final third.
Nearing the 3-minute mark. Notre Dame will match its start 2 years ago, and that's a team that went all the way to the College Cup semis. 3-0-1 with this result.
And you can see why Notre Dame are top of the Coastal Conference. They've just looked so good all throughout the game, all across the field, every position. But for NC State, I think it's just a game, you know, you just got to put behind you now and just focus on Wake Forest. You know, different kind of opposition, but another good ACC team. You know,
Coach Muse always does an excellent job.
Yeah.
In Salem, no doubt.
You know, they're different team to Notre Dame. You know, they won't be as direct. They'll look to keep the ball, which I think might suit NC State a little bit more. But yeah, if you're NC State, you've just got to turn your heads, you know, towards that game now on Friday.
Taylor with a chip out wide. Here's Hilly, earning the corner for NC State. You see 2 ranked foes for the Wolfpack coming up. This may be the last quality chance here. Corner. defender that's headed free. Deflected shot on, and that's a goal kick. That should about wrap this one up. And Notre Dame, the busy week as well. Duke is watching this match with great eyes and expectations. Notre Dame will host Duke, play a little out-of-conference matchup, and then head to a feisty Virginia Tech team in about a week.
Yeah, any game in the ACC is always going to be a tough game.
Then we'll go to Michigan and Wake Forest. A very road-heavy late in the year with a home ledger in the first month. Weather-related, of course.
There is 1 minute remaining in the second half. 1 minute.
And that'll give Chad Riley win 108 tonight. 6th year here at Notre Dame. Started as an assistant all the way back in 2004. Went to Dartmouth, now back at Notre Dame in this 5-6 year tenure. Has built an identity for his unit this year. Space for Santos. Can he create something magical? And rolls it right to Dowd. Will close up the night. Brad, your final thoughts on this one as Notre Dame picks up the 3-1 win?
I think it's a great performance by Notre Dame. You know, the back three, every player, every position, I think, has had a really good game. Fully deserved the win. But again, if you're NC State, you just got to put this behind you and move on to the next game.
So Notre Dame ends the home perfect streak, 6-0-1 now for the Wolfpack here in Raleigh. And Notre Dame picks up a 3rd conference win.